Okay, well, the problem with the F-35 Lightning, which is supposed to be a joint fighter, was also it's also stealth-like. It was made by Lockheed. It's to replace an array of older aircraft, fighter aircraft, strike aircraft, the A-10s. But the problem with it is that they've been heaping more and more demands and capabilities that this aircraft is supposed to perform, that we're now experiencing tremendous hardware and software overruns to the point that it has delayed production. And I would say that the limited number of aircraft that have been produced and are supposed to be operational, maybe a little over 100 of them for the U.S. Air Force, have to all be recalled because they lack a lot of the upgrades. Secondly, they've discovered that the stealth capability of the F-35 is not foolproof, that there are systems, radar systems being incorporated in other aircraft, like from the Chinese and the Russians, that can actually pick up, it's called the L-band radar, that can actually pick up the stealth-like aircraft. And also it's got limited range, and already we're seeing that the Russian Sukhoi 34 is far more capable in terms of tactical capabilities than the F-35. And the problem with that, with all of this, is that we've had a number of allied countries, principally NATO countries, that have bought into the F-35 to be their first line strike force for the next 20 years. And the problem is that they're so expensive they can't afford them. And so we're letting down our allies. The question is, the allies, and particularly NATO countries, then are going to be without this first-line defense fighter, and it actually was pushed on them. It was by the Obama administration, when other aircraft were just as good, if not more capable, like the F-18. Even the Israelis were forced to buy into the F-35 when they really wanted to upgrade their Super Eagle to have stealth capability. And as a consequence, they were told, no, you're going to buy the F-35. Now, all these countries are saying, well, when's it coming on board for us? And these aircraft just are not forthcoming. And yet, they're going to put in billions more into upgrading the capability. I guess they're caught in between the great abyss. You know, we're too far out and we can't turn back, but we still have a long way to go in order to achieve what we want to. And what's going to happen is that upgrades and other capabilities are going to come online in the meantime. They're going to basically make the F-35 almost obsolete. And now the Pentagon has just come out with its own internal study that got leaked, I might add, saying that the software upgrades that are required for this aircraft are so expensive and complicated that they have no idea when they're going to be able to incorporate them into the new aircraft and also the existing operational aircraft. And this is going to be costing more than another $1 billion to deal with. So it's really a boondoggle, and Lockheed's making a lot of money, but the cost overruns on this are stunning. One person I've spoken to about the F-35 said it's so bad and so serious, particularly with the fact that our allies are going to be denied it, that they may actually resort to other capabilities because they now lack air superiority. And he doesn't rule out the possibility that they may be looking to other methods of weapons of mass destruction as an alternative, because they will not have that air superiority that they were banking on when they invested initially in the F-35. And you're talking like Germany, Britain, even Turkey. So all these countries are very disappointed. And Canada, Australia, all those countries have invested and actually have put in technology into this system, and that's part of the other problem. How do you integrate some of this technology into this F-35 platform, if you will? And to look at it, it looks kind of neat and all that, but it's really not that much more capable than the F-22 that the Air Force has been forced to retire there.